Hey, this is Anthony from RevZilla TV. You can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Dainese Avro D1 Jacket, available at RevZilla.com. To my left, hi-vis Brian in the brand new Avro D1. Now, all products progress. We've seen staple products progress, and you always get new manufacturing, you get new features. Sometimes they put some stabs that we like, we don't like. I will go on the record and say everything they changed about the new Avro is dynamite. They've completely addressed any of my issues with the jacket before, and they've taken around a $600 jacket, which in my opinion was a staple in the aggressive Dainese line. It is still the most technical and aggressive jacket without a hump on it. They've actually improved the style and the fit. It's now more functional. It now will serve as the top half of a two-piece race suit, where before it just did not have the elastication in the right places to get it to the track. Now you're still looking at a jacket, no perforation, full sleeve removable thermal liner. So it's the coldest weather rated leather from Dainese. I would love it if they would take that thermal out on a version of this and do a full perf jacket for us here in the US. It would sell even better. It would be even better received because so many of us, like us here in Philadelphia, are riding through really hot and muggy riding times of the year, and in the summer with no perf, you just kind of get toasted. So I'll say that, know that walking in, but the style's aggressive. This is the black, white, fluoro red, and you're also gonna see right out of the gates, the abs on this guy are different. They've changed a little more Batman. The shoulder, dual compound. It's got these co-injected shoulders that are gonna have the aluminum sliders. They've now been blacked out. When we turn backwards, you're gonna see some of the logos have been changed, but the big thing, if you really looked at the original Avro, is they've made the demon logo in the center of the chest 100% larger. So they've doubled it. It's in your face. That's what we love about the Laguna Pro jacket, and now they've gone with the Avro with the over-the-top demon logo, which really screams. The jacket screams. You're gonna wear this in environments where your bike is screaming, and now you have that great Dainese branding. Now, let's briefly talk about fit, and then we'll walk our way through the nuance. Hi-vis Brian, it's Italian sexy cool Brian in this jacket. 6 foot 195, 42-inch chest. He's wearing a size 52, and remember, this is race fit. This is aggressive. 52 is gonna fit him spot on, no surprises there, and keep in mind too that he's actually wearing this with the full sleeve thermal liner in, that is completely removable. That's how you roll in this jacket. A lot of times guys will do vests, or brands will do vest liners with leathers. They give you the full sleeve knowing if you're sport commuting, you can ride this all the way into the winter. Just keep that in mind. Remember, if you're concerned about fit, we're gonna ship for free over 39 bucks. And as always, click our logo, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV, our YouTube channel. Leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback on the new Avro D1 from Dainese, or else hi-vis Brian gets it. Keep that in mind. We won't really hurt him. He's a good guy. Now, moving back into the jacket, notice they have made some changes up here towards the collar. Used to be snaps, used to come across, no longer. Now it's gonna be clean, Mandarin style collar. Notice what they've done here, just like on a race suit. They've given you the patch that's gonna hold down that zipper in place, and you're good to go. Look at the S1 stretch panels. They do breathe a little bit, coming all the way up past the collarbone. We talked about the armor set on the shoulders, which they've changed the color on, but you still have these aluminum hard part sliders just like off a race suit, and they sit on top of Dainese proprietary hard armor inside. There's also elbow and forearm armor going all the way down. That's the Dainese composite armor. It's the race style armor. No back protector included though. You're gonna have to upgrade that on your own. We'll talk a little bit about that, more of that in a second. Now, if we go down towards the torso, basic hand warmer pockets. We talked about the Batman abs. They've refined them. They were a little big for my taste on the last version of the jacket. And then we get down, remember this jacket's CE rated. So we have our basic snaps down at the cuff, and then they're going to be leather back. To get that CE rating, you have to build that leather backing, and that little button there right in the middle, that's where your thermal liner connects to keep it in place. Now, hi-vis Brian, turn the face that away for me. We look at the sleeve, lots of changes here. Notice as you move down, all of this micro elastication along the bicep is completely new. This is how you can get this jacket to the track now. Hi-vis Brian turns his arm like that. Hi-vis or the fluoro, you love it. The fluoro elasticated stretch panels, just like from a race suit. Same materials, same ability to move with you, and they've now married that with micro elastication, which is a lighter weight way that allows for less perforation, but allows you to have that leather have a little bit of stretch baked in. It also looks badass, a little bit of Spider-Man and Batman put together. Now you have that on the sides, you have that on the back side of the arm, you have that room to move, and that's what's gonna allow you to be in the tuck for long periods of time and be comfortable. Notice too, they managed to work their way into a direct vent. They did give you one vent. Again, I would love maybe a vent or two up towards the collarbone, or just go with a full perf version. Dainese, if you're listening, full perf version next year, do the Avro D1 perf in the States. I don't care if nobody else wants it. We'll buy 10,000 of them, and people will absolutely love them. If we move down towards the hip, Note, there's your basic adjuster. No surprises there. Bring your arm back there for me, Ives Brian. One more time. I want to show that composite armor. Notice the shape of that race armor. That's elbow all the way down to forearm. That's the big boy stuff. That's the stuff right off the race suits. Ives Brian, turn backwards for me. Now the back they changed, and I do have one gripe with this jacket. I'm a liar from earlier. On the previous version of the jacket, they actually had the logo with reflective backing. I loved it. I liked the reflectivity around the edges lit up in the Demon logo, and I like that you saw the eyes. They got rid of that. It's okay, it's not a deal breaker for me. And notice there's no hump here. Super speeds that step up. That's where you get that hump. You got reflective darting on both sides, and notice they went with an Estron stretch there, so to make sure if you are in the tuck, the helmet is not going to get involved with your collar. You have a little bit of room and a flexibility. You also have some breathability there. S1 breathes really well. Moving down, notice it's a race style drop seat. You have a 360-degree zip inside this guy, and the back has been completely cleaned up. This is where it gets into design again. We talked about the functionality of the stretch. The previous version had these big temper foam panels that I absolutely did not love. I didn't know any better. I looked at them and was like, oh, that's cool. But when I see it against this version, apples and oranges. Much more aggressive, much more dynamic, using newer school Dainese technology, all of the protection you'd expect. Honestly, to go to a super speed, you're getting a race hump baked in, and you're also getting the special Dainese premium leather, which is going to be the D-skin leather, which increases abrasion resistance and tensile strength. So again, there is a step up there when you go from around the $600 mark into that $700 or $800 range. Keep that in mind. Come back around to the front for me there, kind sir. Let's open this bad boy up. Notice the reflective that's worked in, it's just darting. If we open it up, you're gonna see the full sleeve thermal liner. Again, that's how it works right there, and it's completely removable. It is quilted, it is not finished. Notice NanoFeel, antimicrobial, it's a super premium liner on the inside. And notice this pocket. This pocket's gonna allow you to use the Dainese split chest protector, so you don't have to use that thorax, which is standalone. You can actually implement the split chest protector to add the chest protection if you want. And we did talk about the fact there's a 360-degree zip, so you're gonna add this to a Delta Pro pant or Delta Pro Evo, basically getting this to be a track-ready suit. There are other Dainese leather pants as well. And if we transition to the other side, you're going to see it's the same thing on both sides. No Napoleon pocket worked in, but there's my full sleeve thermal liner. So remember, this is going to be your hardcore sport, more cold weather-oriented leather from Dainese. This is the Avro D1 CE-rated top half of a two-piece race suit, and I'm a big fan of all the changes they made. And because we asked so nicely, we didn't yell at them, right? We will end up with a perf version for next year, maybe even this fall. Come on, boys, get it done. The next step in your journey is to click the info button. Visit RevZilla.com, the product page. Read other rider feedback and reviews of the Avro D1. Start with my base level of information and expand from there. You don't have to take my word for it. See what other riders are saying. Remember, we'll ship for free over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us on RevZilla TV, our YouTube channel, or else Ives Brian gets it. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.